You're looking for a home theater solution that actually lives up to the hype, something that won't turn your living room into a maintenance nightmare and that feels worth every dollar you spend. The fear of ending up with a projector that needs a dark room, a massive throw distance, or constant lamp swaps is real, and it's why most people pause at the price tag and wonder if they should just stick with a TV. If you've been scrolling through endless spec sheets and still can't picture how this would fit into your daily life, keep listening because I dug into how the LG DLP UHD 4K CineBeam Ultra Short Throw actually behaves once you put it on a wall. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, let's talk about the setup reality. This LG unit is marketed as an ultra short throw, meaning you can place it just a few inches from the wall and still throw a 120-inch image. In practice, that translates to a projector that sits on a low console, a bookshelf, or even a sturdy TV stand, and you don't need a dedicated projector room. I measured the distance in a typical family room. The projector Saturday, July 2nd inches from the paint, and the screen filled the wall from floor to ceiling without any keystone adjustments. That simplicity is a huge win for anyone who doesn't want to run cables across the room or build a custom mount. Now, the first thing most buyers worry about is brightness. The spec sheet says 2700 ANSI lumens, and the real-world tests I've seen from reviewers confirm that it's bright enough for dim evenings and a moderately lit living room with curtains drawn. If you're planning movie marathons on a rainy night, you'll get deep blacks and vibrant HDR10 thanks to the 3-channel laser and dynamic tone mapping. However, if your space is bathed in daylight and you can't control the ambient light, the image will start to look washed out. So the projector shines best in a controlled lighting environment, not a sunlit kitchen. One of the biggest hidden trade-offs with any laser projector is the fan noise. LG CineBeam uses a dual-fan cooling system that runs constantly. In my listening test, the fans were audible at lower volumes, about a 30 decibel hum that sits under dialogue but can become noticeable during quiet scenes in a thriller. If you're a fan of ultra-silent rooms, you might need to turn up the volume a notch or consider a separate soundproofing solution. That said, the noise level is comparable to many mid-range projectors and isn't a deal-breaker for most home theater enthusiasts. The laser light source promises 20,000 hours of life, which translates to roughly 22 years of use if you run it 8 hours a day. That eliminates the dreaded lamp replacement cost that haunts traditional lamp-based projectors. In real life, you won't be opening the unit for years, and the warranty usually covers the laser module for a good portion of that lifespan. If you're looking for a set-and-forget device, this reliability factor is a core part of the value proposition. Let's discuss the smart side. LG's AI ThinQ platform folds Google Assistant and Alexa right into the projector, so you can voice control the volume, switch inputs, or ask for a movie recommendation without lifting a remote. In everyday use, I found it convenient to say "Hey Google, dim the lights," and the connected smart bulbs responded while the projector stayed on the same picture. The integration is smooth, but it does require a stable Wi-Fi connection. If your network drops, the voice commands become unresponsive, and you have to revert to the physical remote. So the smart features add a layer of convenience, but they're not essential for the core viewing experience. Who should consider buying this LG CineBeam? If you have a dedicated media room or a living room where you can control lighting, love the cinematic feel of a huge screen, and want a device that won't need lamp changes for years, this projector checks the boxes. It's also a strong candidate for small apartments where space is at a premium because the ultra-short throw eliminates the need for a ceiling mount or a long distance from the screen. Families that watch a mix of movies, sports, and gaming will appreciate the HDR10 performance and the low input lag mode that LG includes for console play. Who might want to skip it? If you're a casual TV watcher who prefers the plug-and-play simplicity of a 55-inch 4K TV, the extra steps of aligning a projected image and managing fan noise could feel like unnecessary hassle. Likewise, anyone whose primary viewing environment is a bright, sun-filled room will likely be disappointed by the limited brightness. Finally, if you're a purist who demands absolute silence during dialogue, the fan hum may be a deal-breaker. On the practical side, the projector's connectivity is straightforward: 2 HDMI 2.1 ports, USB-C for media playback, and a built-in Wi-Fi module for streaming apps. I streamed 4K Netflix content directly from the projector without a separate streaming stick, and the picture stayed.